close to your ear, but it was a cavity there that was silent. And I walked down that, I remember, probably half a mile right along that cliff. And that was interesting. Then, of course, when I got down below, then I had to go crosswind with that terrible wind. And in some cases, it would probably been easier just to get down and crawl. You can't stand in a 125-mile wind. You might be able to stand, but it's going to be at an angle, and to walk down there is very difficult.
Yeah.
But when I got down off the Mount Moffat, and I'd say it was probably maybe 5 or 6 miles from where I hit a road to where I was. When I got down there, of course, I was completely wet. Probably weighed 50 pounds of water and everything, solid soap. But for some reason or another, that wore on the inside of my legs here. It just almost took all the layers of hide off.
Just chafed it so bad.
Chafed me so bad. But you couldn't worry about being chafed a little bit.
Yeah.
That wasn't part of your problem. Part of your problem was that get down to where you could. Anyway, I remember it was a Navy base, and right now I don't know why they even had a bus there, because they didn't have bus service in that area. But a guy in a bus came by and picked me up, and the conversation was something like, what the hell are you doing out here? And I said, oh, I just got off of Mount Moffat, or something like that. And that was the end of the conversation. There was nothing. I was so damn glad to get down off of there, and he was about as interested in me having an experience on Mount Moffat as nothing. Went back to the barracks, and I'm sure the guys had a certain amount of worry, but there weren't many questions asked about, well, how to go up there. The wind was recorded at 125 miles an hour down below. So it was at least that up there, and probably more so. What the speed of that wind was when it came up that long incline, I don't know. But that was a phenomenon. Phenomena, which would it be?
Phenomenon.
Phenomenon. To walk down a tunnel of quiet air when it was, so active.
Didn't you say that you almost fell off that?
It was probably a year later that I went up there, and I went up that same ridge, and I went. And by the time I got there, it was dark, but with the white snow, it wasn't dark. And I went, and then it got foggy, and the ridge kept getting more narrow and narrow, and until I came to the end, I couldn't see, and so I'd take pieces of snow or make a snowball and toss to the right. I was okay on the left, but it was this corner. I was walking up the edge of a cornice, and I threw off to the edge, and finally I came to something that I couldn't understand. It was ahead of me. Anyway, I made camp there. I thought it's not safe anymore, so I dug a hole in the snow, or shoveled it out, put my sleeping bag down, and in the morning when I woke up, it was quiet. It had been quiet all night. The foggy morning, there was fog all around me, and I was waiting with the camera. I knew I could see the top up there. And for about 10 seconds, I happened to have been ready, that opened up and I could see the top, and in 10 seconds, a 10-second window, I could see that, and I got a picture of that. And I also got a picture of Mount Caniga in Tanaga above the clouds. But what was ahead of me was a sheer drop off, and how far down I don't know because it was foggy. But it was, I had stopped probably 10 or 15 feet before that broke off. Yeah, there was no excitement there, you know. Oh, but the thing that was interesting on that, when I lifted my sleeping bag up and rolled it up, all underneath were big black beetles. Where in the hell those beetles come from, I haven't the slightest idea. But they worked that snow, lived in that snow. They had to, because the snow, I don't know how deep it would have been there, but it was on a big drift. But all underneath me was a black beetle.
They sure they weren't in your sleeping bag when you took them up?
No, I'm sure they weren't. What are you doing there, Sonny?
Sorry.